Hello everyone, Jamal Ashpil here, and today I'll be talking about heroes. Not the sandwich, I'm talking about superheroes, I'm talking about people, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about everyone. I'm talking about what everybody wanted to be when they wanted to grow up. Some people haven't grown up, so they will. But some people wanted to be a doctor when they grew up, or maybe a firefighter, or maybe a law enforcement officer, or maybe a lawyer, or whatever. Whatever you wanted to be when you grow up, you know. You go to school and you get the degree, let's just say a doctor, and you go to help people, change lives, heal people, save their lives. And once you get the job, you realize it's not everything you thought it would be. You're not really doing everything within your power to save their lives. You start to realize it's more of a corporate world, and everything's about money. It's not about saving lives. Same thing as a law enforcement officer, everybody's seen them parked on the side of the road with their little radar guns, just doing everything they can to get money off of you, because it's all about money. It's not really about protecting the streets half the time, it's just how much money they could generate and to keep their job. They all go to school, spend all this money to go to school, and they get the job, and now they got to pay off their student loans or whatever, and they buy a house, they buy a nice car, they raise a family, and they got to put clothes in their family's back and food on the table. So they got to do whatever they can to keep their job. And it's understandable. Sometimes they do things where they know is not right, and they're faced with this constantly, daily. What do you do? So I know it's hard to understand, especially with what's going on in the world right now with the police and the medical field. It seems like they really don't care, but they've gotten corrupted. They've lost their ways. Some of them get in there for the wrong reasons. Some of them might get in there just for the money, but I can't see a doctor just getting in there for the money, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of schooling behind trying to be a doctor or a nurse to save someone's life. But some people may get into the law enforcement field, just to do harm to others, or maybe they see the gray area where they can just take things from people and get away with it. But it's just not right. Me and my kids, we watch that movie, The Incredibles, a lot, and I just see a lot of that inside of me, wanting to be a superhero. And there's times where I go out my way to help people. I remember when I worked at DirecTV, several times I'd get on the phone and pretend I was the customer, and I would get the customer free things, like a couple free months of cable, because I know they were done wrong. They could come after me now, I wouldn't care. But I remember one customer in particular, I remember sitting on the phone with DirecTV close to a half an hour trying to get them a few free months. And when I was done, the customer thanked me, and he said he'd send me a box of steaks. And yeah, he sent me a box of filet mignon steaks, expensive ones. That's when I used to eat those. But yeah, I go out of my way for customers, because I think they deserve it. I pay for the service, but the people on the phone, they're told to do things that they know it's not wrong, because they're trying to protect the company, and their quotas, Like this flick in The Incredibles, I'm going to show you a scene where Mr. Incredible's faced with a decision to help an old lady. Here it is, right here.
I gotta go pick up the kitchen stuff. See you tonight.
Bye, honey. Excuse me. Where were we?
I'm on a fixed income. And if you can't help me, I
like to help you, but I can't. I'd like to tell you to take a copy of your policy to Norma Wilcox on Norma Wilcox, WILCOX, on the 3rd floor, but I can't. I also do not advise you to fill out and file a WS-2475 form with our legal department on the 2nd floor. I would not expect someone to get back to you quickly to resolve the matter. I'd like to help, but there's nothing I can do.
Ooh, hey, just a minute.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you're upset. Pretend to be upset.
You authorized payment on the Walker policy?
Someone broke into their house, Mr. Huff. Their policy clearly covers them
I
against...
don't want to know
any
about their
litigation.
coverage, Bob. Don't tell me about their coverage. Tell me how you're keeping Insuracare in the black. Tell me how that's possible with you writing checks to every Harry Hardluck and Sally sob story that gives you a phone call.
Morning break is over. Morning break is over.
See, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You know, we need more heroes like that in this world that stand up for what's right. They don't listen to their bosses. You know, they do what's right. Firefighters are real superheroes. They really don't have no quotas or nothing. Not that I know of that they gotta meet, but they really save people's lives. And there's so many jobs and careers out here. I mean, I remember when I used to work at Wendy's when I was like 16 years old. Everybody complains when they get their fries, you know, they're like half full. You know, I was the one that would in there and just fill them up to the top, you know, like I stuff them in there with fries. I remember the manager got on me for it, but it's like, are you serious? Are you paying for these fries? You know, do you own this Wendy's? You know, I never got it. You know, I just looked at the customer as myself because I'm that customer sometimes, and I think I deserve a full box of fries if I'm paying for them. So I gave the customer what I thought was right. I got another scene here from The Incredibles, you know, where he was faced with a tough decision to listen to his boss when his job was on the line, or just ignore, you know, and he's supposed to help some guy from getting mugged. But here it is right here.
Sit down, Bob. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. Ask me why.
Okay. Why?
Why what? Be specific, Bob.
Why are you unhappy?
Your customers make me unhappy.
What? You've gotten complaints?
Complaints I can handle. What I can't handle is your customers' inexplicable knowledge of Insuracare's inner workings. They're experts! Experts, Bob! Exploiting every loophole, dodging every obstacle! They're penetrating the bureaucracy!
Did I do something illegal?
No.
Are you saying we shouldn't help our customers?
The law requires that I answer no.
We're supposed to help people.
We're supposed to help our people! Starting with our stockholders, Bob! Who's helping them out, huh? You know, Bob, a company
It's like an enormous clock.
is like an enormous Yes, precisely. It only works if all the little cogs mesh together. Now, a clock needs to be clean, well lubricated, and wound tight. The best clocks have jewel movements, cogs that fit, that cooperate by design. I'm being metaphorical, Bob. You know what I mean by cooperative cogs? Bob? Bob? Look at me when I'm talking to you, Par!
That man out there, he needs help.
Do not change the subject, Bob. We're discussing your
He
attitude.
is getting mugged.
Well, let's hope we don't cover
I'll be
up.
right back.
Stop right now, or you're fired! Close the door. Get over here now. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
He got away.
Good thing, too. Huh, you were this close to losing your chin.
Yeah, we need more like that. We need more people who stand up for what's right. I mean, your job isn't everything. Just think if everybody in the world stood up for what was right, that we changed the world. That's everyone, you know. We're controlled by 1% of this world, government, and they control our military, which is people like us, just regular people. My little brother was in the army, and if his general told him to do something, he would have to do it, or he would be court-martialed and put in jail. This is what they do to us. It's like, do this heinous act or we will put you in jail. And they have this control over us. But if we stood up together for what was right, they wouldn't have this control over us no more. But we're all afraid. How can one person just stand up? We all must stand up and fight back. Stop letting them take control over us and everything about us. I mean, look at how we live out here. We constantly at odds with each other. All these different hate groups and all that stuff. It's just stuff they designed. That's what they want to keep us stressed out. They feed us this poisonous food, just parasites, and just it controls us. Everything just controls us. When I'm at work, I'm just a mere construction worker. It's not what I wanted to do when I grew up. It was just something to pay the bills, like we all do. We do jobs to pay the bills. But I get bored and I'm at work and I travel in my mind and visualize myself as a superhero and doing superhero acts, and to me, that's what helps me get by through the day, but I just wanted to make this video as a reminder to you all that there's a superhero still inside of us, but we just gotta let it free, Just let the superhero out, That's all. Just save the world and make it a better place. Thank you. And have a nice day.